So for your reference, I have just created this new employee class. So our new employees could be anything. They will be like working in IT or any of the field. So in this particular examples, I have taken these employees as the teachers. Okay, so they'll be having like, this is the name and this is the gender, and then the department they are working upon, and their salary, and in the last we do have their age. Okay, just like these properties that we have given here. Okay, name, gender, department, salary, and age. Okay, so the first question that we do have is like we need to find the sum of this salary for all those employees. Okay, so how can we do that? Okay, so let's do it. Think employees dot stream dot map to int or map to long or double, whatever, because this calculation will go beyond the limit of the long as well. So let's take double. Okay, so what I'm going to do here, I'm going to pass a variable based on what I'm going to calculate this get salary. I'm going to calculate based upon the salary. Okay, dot sum. Okay, so by this method only we'll be getting the output. Okay, so how do we find the output? Just create a long total salary, and when we print this output, then we'll be getting the total salary. That will be the sum of all the salaries that we do have. Okay, so let me print this output. So if I'll print this total salary, then I'll be getting the sum of all the salaries. As you can see, 529,000 I'm getting. So that's the sum of all these salaries. Question that we do have is write a Java 8 code to group the people based on any property. Okay, property means like we do have this class and these are all these properties, and we can group these number of employees with based on gender, based on department, and based on age. Like what are the properties, based on them we can group all these employees. So let's do that as well. Okay, suppose so what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna again create an employee.stream, and what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna collect. So using collect only we can do the grouping. Collectors dot grouping by, and here I'll pass the first element based on what I am gonna group them. And what's that? That will be, here I'll be taking that as age. So let's do that. X is equal to x dot get age. So I have passed here lambda expression. You can pass the method reference also, like we did in the earlier example here. Okay, so let's see what's the output here. Let's see what's the output. So if I am putting all this statement into this system.out.print, let's see what I am gonna get. I'm gonna get based on age grouping. So here you can see at number age at 48 we do have this one, and 38. So everyone is having a different age, so that's why it is not grouping two of the elements together. So let's see these ones. So on first one we are getting 48. Suppose I have changed the name of two of the age of two of the employees to 48. So now what I'll get this 48, and you can see two employee objects are coming inside it, that you can see. Okay, so that you can print as well. Okay, so you can store this data into a map. How to do that? Just do like map, and the first one is integer comma employee, and we get the answer. Okay, so as you can see, the error that we are getting is change the list of employee. Okay, so second parameter is list, as we can have the multiple values here. So second is list. So now if I'll print this using for each, ans dot for each. So we do have two parameters here. So one will be the key, that is object, or I can say integer. You can say it integer. So that is x, that is the by consumer. So we are gonna give x comma y. And if I'll print the name here, system dot out dot println. So here if I will print x, so what I'm printing, so this by consumer is taking this integer parameter, that key, and the value as a list. Okay, so what I have printed here, for each of the parameter I have printed x. Okay, by consuming I am printing only x. So if you will see here, now the x is getting printed. The interviewer, if you will tell this much only, then it's okay. And if you want to, I'm just trying to show you like how the data will look like. Okay, so for that purpose only I'm trying to print it here. Okay, this much is enough. If interviewer asking like group the employee based on any property, then you will provide this much answer, then it's sufficient enough. So as you can see here only, the result will be getting updated in this answer map. And if you are trying to print them, then for that you have to give one by consumer, and then you have to print the key, and then in the second one you have to iterate over each of the element that is there, that is like employees which are grouped with the name of with the respective to the age, and then you can print them. Okay, so if I will run this, then you can see on the 48 we do have two names, Henry and Wilson and Jack Taylor. And you can see here we have given Henry Wilson and Jack Taylor. So these two are coming under this one. So here you can see we have grouped the two of the employees based on their age. Similarly, we can do this grouping based on this department, based on anything we can group. Suppose I want to group them based on the department. So what I have to do, nothing, just change this method to get depth. Okay, so now you'll be getting the integer. We don't have the key as an integer here because department is in a string. So we have to take the string here. Okay, so now if you will print it, you can see I'm getting computer science, and I'm getting these three names. Okay, Eva Green computer science, Frank Black computer science, and if I'm getting Eve More computer science, Eve More. Okay, and mathematics, Alice Johnson, Bob Smith. Mathematics, if you will go with mathematics, Alice and Bob Smith, and the third one is Grace Miller. You can see Grace Miller is also there. Grace Miller is also there. Okay, so this is pretty much simple. You have to just call this method collectors.grouping by, and you have to give a lambda expressions calling that particular method based on which you want to group, or you can pass a method reference here using this technique. Okay, so the next question that we do have is write a program to group the people based on the age and average salary in that particular group. Okay, so why do we have key here? We have the key as age that we just did. Okay, just now we have created one program in which the key, our grouping key was age, but in place of value now we don't have the employees, we just have the average salary of that particular group. Okay, so what do we have? Like in mathematics, how much is the average salary that we do have in others also similarly. Okay, so let's do it as well. And we have to do, first thing we have to do, we have to group it by using age. Age, or is it like department? Yeah, we have to group using age. So age is having like two of the department. Okay, let's remove, because we are having only the data in which we have only two people are having the common age. We just do it based on the this one department. Okay, so just modify this question to based on the department, because we don't have sufficient data based on age. That's why we are doing this. Okay, we can do that based on age as well, but we are doing this based on department. Okay, so we have streamed. Now what do we have to do? We have to group by. First we have to group by department. Okay, collectors.stream.collect. As you may have already know, we use collect, and here we use this collectors dot grouping by, and here we pass the parameters based on which we are going to group. Okay, x dot get department. Now our elements are grouped based on departments. What do we have in this? We'll be having a string and the list of employees. Here. Okay, so we have grouped it based on the departments verified. Okay, we can print it using that for each again and again, and based on that we can get the particular name or anything of the particular object that we want to. Just we have grouped it by using this. But the second parameter that we have to pass is, first is we have passed the department name. Second parameter we are gonna pass that average of that particular department salary. So here we are gonna use collectors dot average. You can see averaging double, and here you can pass a function that is gonna take the output from a particular salary. X dot get salary. So we have to change the object, the return type from this list to double. Okay, because now we are returning double value. So as you can see, we got it. Now we will just run it and we'll get that. In computer science, we have this much average. In mathematics, we have this much average, and physics, the average of the salary is 54,000. Okay, so now this is also done. Let's move toward the next one. So remember, you can see inside the grouping by, just imagine it as a map. Whatever you are writing, the first parameter will be the key, and the second parameter you are giving will be the value. Okay, so this is how the group by is gonna work. Okay, so this is a map, and this is the first parameter, this is the second parameter. So the next question that we do have here is retrieve top 5 employees whose salary is greater than X. So this is a very simple question. You can simply get it by just sorting your employees and given a filter as based on this particular value. Suppose we are gonna have the employees which are having salary greater than 50,000. Okay, so I think or let's say salary greater than 50,000. Let's suppose we are having like we are returning all the employees which are having a salary greater than 50,000. Okay, so how to do that? Just do employee dot stream dot filter. Here you can pass the condition here, and the condition is x dot get salary is greater than 50,000 dot to list, and you will be getting the output in the list. Now you want to print it for each. Okay, so I have written the whole statement in a single line. You can break it into the multiple parts if you want to. So here I have streamed it, I have given the filter, and I have take the output in the list, and on that particular list I have written a for each loop, and here by passing a lambda expression I am printing the employee name and employee salary from here. You can see here if I'll print, I'll be getting the output. Alice Johnson is 5,500. So these all the salaries are greater than 50,000. Suppose I'm gonna give it to 60. So in that case, the output will be this one only. Only Henry Wilson is having 62,000 salary. Bob Smith and Henry Wilson. Okay. So the final question is retrieve the employees who have maximum salary department wise. So what do we have to find? We have to find the employee which is having the maximum salary in that particular department. So let's move toward this answer. Okay, so what we have done earlier, we have like fetched the average salary of the particular department, but now we don't have to fetch the salary, we have to fetch the employee from that particular department. Okay, so what we can do, we can just pick it up and we can simply write employees dot stream dot collectors. This must be your, like, you must be like very fluent in this one now, because it's we are doing it again and again, right? So collectors dot grouping by, the first parameter that we are going to have is department. Department is the first parameter, and the second parameter is our comparator, based on which we are going to collect the employee. Okay, so comparator collectors dot max by, and here we can pass comparator dot comparing. What we are comparing the double, because salary is in the double, and here we can pass simply that employee's salary, get salary. Okay, so only this much we need to write. I'm going to print this output. As you can see, system sys out. And if I'm going to print this answer too, then what I'll be getting this one. Okay, so computer science, we have this object which is having the maximum salary. In this mathematics, we are having this object. How to print them? Again, we have to give the by consumer and ans dot for each. We have two parameters. First is key, and here is our optional. Okay, so what we can do here, we can simply sys out and print both the parameters. Here I print x, and with this space I am printing y dot get. Here I've got the employee, and then again write the get name. Then I'll be getting the name of the particular employee. Okay, so first get was from taking the employee object from the optional class. Okay, and the second one is to get that name. Okay, if I'll print this, then you can see in computer science we have Eva Green with the maximum salary. So if you compare in computer science, we have these much elements. So the maximum salary that Eva is having, we can also print that salary as well here. And if I'll do that here, if I will do one more space, and salary is, and that is by dot get salary. So if I'll print this, then I'll be getting the salary also. So I'm getting computer science department. Eva is having 53,000 is the maximum salary that we do have in computer science. So computer science, you can see 50,000 is, this is the maximum salary. 51 is less, 47 is also less. Similarly for others. So now this is done for this part of the video. Okay, so now we are done with these questions. So in the next video, we'll be having some advanced level questions of the Java Stream API. Remember, this video was the most important video for me also and for others also, because these are the only questions that are gonna interviewer asked to you based on Stream API interview questions. If they are gonna ask, then these one of these questions will definitely be there in your interview. Okay, so just keep that in mind. Okay, so that's it for the video. Just keep practicing and keep coding and keep learning. Thank you. And if you like the video, just click that subscribe button and share in your community. Thank you.